science values will be scheduled for 5 days, while yung EPDP or TFLE and MAPE, Aral Pan and Filipino are scheduled for 4 days, and yung home rule guidance program for 1 day. So these are the two options available for us. Pero if hindi po pwede yung dalawa, you may have your own schedules provided. Ma'am Pingenko, please mute your microphone scope, please. Thank you. So if hindi po available yung dalawang options, you may come up with your own schedules provided that meron pong considerations na dapat natin isalang-alang. The first one is to make sure that you allot 225 minutes for the 4 subjects every week and not less than 200 minutes for EPP, TLP, MAPE, Filipino, and Aral Pan for the entire week. Okay? So yun po yung nasa DO Club Series of 2024 na amendment na unang issuance. Now, ito po yung reminder ng Schools Division Office when you craft your class programs to ensure the efficient and effective design and implementation of your teachers and class programs. So, this is context na po. Schools with adequate resources are really encouraged to adopt the uniform 16-minute time allotment. So if you have enough number of teachers, enough number of classrooms, enough resources, please let us use for the 16-minute time allotment for all learning areas. Schools with fewer resources may explore 55-minute or 15-minute periods. But as a last resort, really parang kulang talaga ng resources at school, you may adopt 45 minutes per day for 5 days for all learning areas or subjects or learning areas, and with 45 minutes a week for the homeroom guidance program. To mitigate academic fatigue among learners, schools are encouraged to approach subject scheduling with intentionality and pedagogical thoughtfulness. So it is suggested by the CID that the 4 subjects, English, Math, Science, and GPMRC or Values Education are best placed in the working hours when learners are at peak alertness and cognitive receptivity. Lighter subjects including EPP, TLE, MAPE, Araling Kalipunan, and Filipino may then follow in the afternoon and allow students to transition into less cognitively demanding tasks. As an alternative, schools may adopt an alternating schedule that intersperses 4 subjects with makabansa 4 subjects throughout the day, distributing cognitive load more evenly and sustaining learner engagement from morning to dismissal. Hindi po ito prescriptive, ha? Hindi po, ang term po na ginamit namin dito is encourage. So, our schools are just encouraged, but that does not mean po na we are prescribing this this particular suggestion. Okay. It will again depend on context. Next po is the homeroom guidance period shall be scheduled as part of the regular class program and should not be placed during lunch break. We have noted po during our orientation last year na meron po tayong mga homeroom guidance na parang being treated as part of the lunch break ng learners. Hindi po dapat yun. The homeroom guidance should be part of the teaching load or of the regular class program. That is in compliance po with Deputy Order number 12, Series 2004, which is an amendment to Deputy Order number 10. The time allotment for the homeroom guidance program is 40 minutes once a week for grades 1 to 2 and 45 minutes once a week for grades 3 to 10. Please keep that in mind po. As stipulated in Deputy Order number 5, Series of 2024, class advising duties as part of the ancillary tasks of teachers shall be treated as a teaching load equivalent to 1 hour per day or 5 hours a week. Included in the 5 hours is the prescribed time for the whole new guidance program. I hope this is clear na po, ha? That the class advisee, the teacher is a class advisor, that pag po included sa class program niya, ang class advising duties, which is equivalent to 1 hour per day or 5 hours per week. For schools implementing shifting of classes, I'm not sure if we have any schools, or roughly do we have schools po na may shifting, class shifting para wala, if I remember. So, if ever po meron, it is essential to ensure that the daily learning contact time is no less than 5 hours and 30 minutes, and schools are advised to critically assess which grade levels are appropriate for shifting. It is suggested po na yung grades 6, Stage 1, grade 6, grade 7, grade 10, grade 12, kung sila suggest na hindi mag-shift ng classes. Kasi direct na yung they're about to move out of the school, and so dapat mabigyan sila ng focus. And they will also be taking assessments na CO, DepEd-CO assessments and international assessments during these levels. So important po na yung mayroon ng shifting of classes, hindi involved or hindi kasama yung grade 6, 10, and 12, 7 and 12. And then next, schools are prohibited from holding classes and make-up classes without permission from the school's division office on weekends to promote the well-being of both learners and teachers. I-emphasize ko po ito that you happen po not to hold classes because of a local celebration or because of weather disturbances. You are prohibited po from holding classes or make-up classes kung wala po permission from the school's division offices. Always right. And then we po address to our school's division superintendent seeking permission to conduct make-up class. School heads should carefully assign classrooms with teacher movement in mind. So please po, isa rin po ito ang dapat na i-consider natin when we design our class programs and teachers program. When teachers are assigned to rooms that are near to one another or transition time between classes is reduced, contact time is preserved. That's why we encourage our school heads to adopt the barangayan system, where in one building there is the entire building is assigned to one grade level, and then another building for another grade level. So that po, yung transfer ng teacher natin from one class to another is malapit lang. Okay? So please, Sir Marlon, please hold your microphone, Sir Marlon, please. Thank you. Okay, so assign classrooms with the same grade level spots sa one building para yung movement ng teachers natin limited, and so yung travel time din nila is reduced. So more time will be devoted for teaching and learning. Next is we also encourage the schools to implement structured enhancement programs for literacy and numeracy as part of the learning recovery efforts. So yes, we still have our RRE. You may include that in your class programs. Pero again po, we remind our school heads that if you wish to avail of the overload payment, yung intervention programs po ninyo this time should be approved by the school's division office. Okay? Ulitin ko po, yung implementation po natin ng mga enhancement programs, yung mga remediation programs natin for literacy and numeracy, it still be encouraged and should be reflected sa inyong mga class programs Pero if you wish to avail po of the overload training for the teachers, make sure that your intervention program being implemented po is approved by the school's division superintendent. Okay? Ensure that the teachers' workload as school heads, ensure that the teachers' workload does not exceed the maximum number of teaching hours and classes as stipulated in Government Order Number 5 Series of 2024. Teachers shall render 8 hours of service per day, of which 6 hours shall be devoted to actual classroom teaching, and the 2 hours shall be allotted to teacher daily tasks incidental to teachers' normal duties. So, take note of that. Assign teachers to subjects that align with their qualifications and satisfaction, areas of expertise, thereby enhancing teaching efficacy and job performance. So,
Pwede kita magbalikan ka. Kaya kung magiging ko, dahil ganito na lang.
Bahala mo na.
Kaya sa pagiging kapag hindi ko.
Mga gahi ko.
Sa pagiging ko. Ano naman? Ano na lang din? Class na
okay, okay po. Karigara vocational. Thank you. Again po, we assign teachers who are really qualified to teach the subject. Okay? Aligned with their qualifications, their areas of expertise.
Ya, isulod lang sa kalanggaman na magkagabi, matulog sa kalanggaman.
Bala na yun sila.
Sige, sige po, Ma'am Monet. Magkanggaman po muna tayo muna.
Bala nila.
Sir, ganun din yung speaker. Nakakadisturbo ka mo, sir. Kami nakakabati mo kay Sir Rex. Alain ako ay iyo, sir.
Thank you po, ma'am. Okay. Okay. So, we continue po. Next is we distribute the teaching loads fairly, considering factors such as subject expertise, experience, and current workload. So, kami po, we encourage na those teachers na trained, example for teachers who are ML trained should really stay in case stage 1. And yung mga teachers na trained for a specific learning area, especially yung sa mga nag-train ng matatag ngayon for grades 9 or grades 9, 10, and 6, na they really handle the subjects and the grade levels na na-train sila. Okay? Hindi po pwedeng palipat-lipat para may consistency, may mastery yung mga teachers natin in handling the subject. Okay? So, ako gusto ko lang talagang emphasize yung mga teachers na train for LM that they can stay in stage 1 handling the subject. Kasi very critical po yung foundations ng mga learners natin. And best po if yung mag-handle ng subjects ay yung mga teachers na really trained sa LM. Okay? So, again po, we consider that in the assignment of workloads to our teachers. Avoid assigning disproportionately high numbers of classes to any single teacher. Huwag po bumbugin na isang teacher na, and ensure a balanced allocation that supports both instructional quality and teacher well-being. Next is we design class schedules that include sufficient periods for lesson planning, grading, and other activities. If possible po, if possible lang naman, we avoid the back-to-back classes without adequate breaks. Parang apat na sunod-sunod na teaching loads for a teacher na wala ng pahinga the whole morning. Let's try to avoid that. Let's give enough time for the teacher to have a break din naman before she before she moves to another class. Okay? So consider that also in the crafting or designing of your class program. Master teachers should have a full teaching load while also being provided time for mentoring duties such as lesson observations and instructional coaching. School heads shall balance these roles, ensuring master teachers remain active in the classroom while leading professional development efforts. In cases where master teachers are designated as class advisors, these tasks shall form part of the 6 hours of actual classroom teaching. I hope that is clear. Okay? Na kapag si master teacher ay designated as classroom advisor, yung pagiging classroom advisor niya is already given a 1-hour teaching load for the day. Okay? And also, we expect that our master teachers are given the full teaching load. And yung ancillary tasks nila is to conduct coaching and mentoring, focusing on enhancing classroom instructions or teaching learning process of their peers. Next is head teachers shall likewise have teaching loads that balances classroom teaching with their administrative and supervisory duties. While they manage department operations and supervise teachers, they should also be able to continue to model effective instruction through classroom engagement. School head shall ensure that head teachers have adequate time for leadership responsibilities without compromising instructional quality. So ito po ay embedded in Ed Order number 5, series of 2024. Okay? That our master teachers should have a full teaching load and our head teachers shall likewise be given a teaching load. Teachers designated as TAs or teachers in charge are considered school heads. By the way, ito po, head teachers, I'm referring to our department heads. Teachers who are assigned as school heads. So for this particular context, I'm referring to our department heads. So teachers designated as teachers in charge are considered school heads. The designation of PIC shall be supported by a duly signed designation order from the school's division superintendent specifying duties and functions, authority, accountability, and responsibility, among others. Hence, TIC shall be relieved of teaching and other related duties and perform fully the function of a school head. However po, in the exigency of service, PICs may be given teaching loads on the condition that all teachers in the school have been assigned the maximum teaching overload of 2 hours, and the teaching load of PICs shall form part of their regular course. Okay? So, pwede naman po mag-handle ang PICs pa rin natin ng teaching loads. Provided po na parang yung teachers niya sa school are already assigned with the maximum number of teaching hours. Okay? So, yan. Remediation and or enhancement classes shall likewise be treated as a teaching load. Okay, I hope that is clear. It is also stipulated in DO number 5, series of 2024, na yung remediation and or enhancement classes shall be treated as a teaching load. The allotted time and their other procedural guidelines shall be in accordance with other issuances. Now, in the context of the data po, we make sure that our interventions na implement during remediation or enhancement classes are approved po by the school's division office. Class advising duties as part of the auxiliary tasks of teachers shall be treated as a teaching load equivalent to 1 hour per day or 5 hours per week. And included in the 5 hours is the prescribed time for the homeroom guidance program. Alright, so ano po yung mga teacher ancillary tasks na pwede ma-assign sa teachers? So number 1 is the curriculum planning. Ito na yung preparation of lesson plans, daily lesson logs, your action research if you're pursuing a research. That's already part of curriculum planning. And then attendance to learning action cell sessions, that's curriculum planning. So in your class program, you may reflect curriculum planning po as your ancillary. Next is delivery and pedagogy, which may include preparation of your items, instructional aids and materials, the checking and recording learners' attendance and participation, and classroom management. Third is the assessment of learners' progress, checking of exercises and scientific tests, recording of academic performance, results, grading learners' performance or achievement, and also the overall guidance and management, which will include task advising duties, periodic reporting of attendance, preparation and submission of report card and other school forms, compliance with parents and home visits when necessary. For lesson teachers, coaching, mentoring, and provision of technical assistance to colleagues shall be treated as an unsafe yearly task. Learning action style coordinator, instant coordinator shall be included in their functions among others. So I hope this is clear na yung pagiging lab coordinator, instant coordinator po ay dapat part ng responsibility ni master teacher. Teaching will be to ensure both on their core mandate. So only the following related assignments on top of the teacher auxiliary tasks are here, as here defined, may be designated to teachers provided that developmental programs are included in the school improvement plan. Ulitin ko lang po, pwede po mag-assign ng teaching-related assignment provided po na yung mga programs natin, okay, ay reflected sa inyong mga school improvement plans, AIPs, annual improvement plans. Example, when you have a literacy project, okay, or if you have literacy intervention program, and there is an assigned coordinator for that, your literacy intervention program should be reflected po sa SIP. And again, ulitin ko po, should also have an approved intervention proposal from the school's division office. Okay? Para po ma-consider na valid ang teaching-related assignment ni teacher. And then, research coordinator, special needs educator coordinator, IC coordinator, guidance and advocacy leader, inclusive education, this may be applicable. Pwede siya provide po na na-meet yung yung requirements natin. Pwede din po mabigyan ang assignment ito, trainer or advisor, school paper advisor, sports development program advisor, Supreme Elementary Learner Government, SELG, SSLG, trainer or advisor. And yung chairmanship, grade level chairman, learning area chairman. Okay? So, ito po yung mga teaching-related assignments na pwedeng ma-assign kay teacher. Okay. Now, paano makaka-impact yung 3-term calendar guidelines natin sa paggawa ng, or sa pag-draft natin ng ating mga class programs and teachers programs. So, ito po yung pag-usapan natin dito sa part na to. So, dito sa DepEd Order number 10, series of 2026, there is a clear definition of the instructional block, which shall be devoted to teaching and grading activities aligned with the prescribed learning competencies. Within the instructional block, structured annual program revision sessions shall also be scheduled for all grade levels. So, sa mga nagtatanong po kung isasama pa rin si Aral sa inyong mga class programs, stay connected po siya sa DO10 series of 2012 and even dun sa Republic Act na sinusundan natin for the implementation of Aral. So, po, Aral should again be reflected in your class programs and the teachers' programs. Okay? For a duration of 30 to 60 minutes on designated days. pwedeng 2 days, pwedeng 4 days. Okay? So, depende po sa context ng school. Later, I will be showing you sample schedules of instructional blocks. In cases where school-related activities and learner support programs, example, the school-based feeding program, mental health services, need to take place during the instructional block, these shall be strategically scheduled, preferably outside class hours. So, there was a meeting na receive kami ng question from learners na what if hindi sila matapos ng kanilang physical check-up during the opening block and need nila mag-continue sa instructional block. So, pwede daw po ba yun? So, if you have nurses with you right now, ito po yung sagot. Yes, pwede po so long as outside class hours na siya. Okay? To minimize, if not eliminate the disruption to instructional time. So, yun po, outside of the class hours. Preferably. In cases where school-related activities and learner support programs need to take place during the instructional break, parang na-repeat ko lang, may apologies. To conduct of legislative celebrations shall likewise uphold the protection of instructional time subject to the following. Legislative activities shall be conducted strictly within the classroom through integration into regular teaching and learning processes. Teachers shall contextualize and embed the themes, objectives, and key messages into relevant subject areas using age-appropriate learning tasks, discussions, performing outputs, or formative assessments. In Debit Order number 10 series of 2006 of 2006, there is the non-exhaustive list of nationwide regular and special activities. Annex B naman, yun yung mga legislative activities and celebrations. So, kindly check po. For these legislative activities, the teacher should find a way on how he or she can pagkakaroon si teacher ng isang activity to celebrate the particular event. Okay? Para patuloy pa rin yung flow ng session, patuloy pa rin yung instructions, walang disruptions na mangyayari. Okay? So, is strictly, again, ulitin ko po, yung nakastipulate sa DOTEM, it should be conducted strictly within classroom. So, si teacher na po ang gagawa ng mga activities to celebrate a legislative event. In instances where local celebrations, ito na po, in instances where local celebrations or holidays fall within the instructional block, schools shall implement appropriate asynchronous learning activities. So, we shift to asynchronous learning activities or when necessary, conduct make-up classes. Pero again, yung make-up classes should have an approval of the school's division office. During the end of term block, to compensate for lost instructional time. Okay? Alam niyo na po yung mga local celebrations natin or local holidays, if they fall in the instructional block, so we shift to asynchronous learning activities, and then kung kailangan talagang magkaroon ng face-to-face session, discussion, then there has to be a make-up class during the end of term block. Okay? During the end of term block na po. Learning action cell sessions shall continue to be conducted within the instructional block. The learning action cell as K-12 basic education program school-based continuing professional development strategy for the improvement of teaching and learning Specific guidelines for the improved implementation of the last sessions, including with appropriate scheduling, shall be provided in a subsequent issue. So, meron pa rin po learning action style sessions for the teachers, pero it is suggested that we conduct this after class hours na. There will be a separate issuance for the conduct of last session. Alternative learning delivery modalities may be implemented only during local holidays and other class instructions for a maximum of 5 days per term. So this provision shall not apply to modalities governed by the issuance of flexible learning programs or FLEs. So keep in mind, yung ADM, alternative learning delivery modalities, will be implemented only for a maximum of 5 days. Aral program sessions shall be conducted within the instructional block and during the end of term. So please, ulitin ko, improve aral at reading. Wala pa po tayong issuance for aral math or aral science. So still, we continue po with aral reading. Okay? Baka may magtanong later. Wala pa po tayong aral math or aral science na issuance. Okay. For the opening block, we have here sample activities. For this stage 1. For this stage 1, you may have the getting to know you activities, orientation and classroom rules, learning engagement activities. For day 2, the same, getting to know you, and you may already start conducting your BOSI, the CRLA, PhilHearing, and the RLA. Also, you will continue with the establishment of classroom rules and guided practice activities. Dapat sa opening block natin na, we are already getting a sense of how our learners are doing. Para may sisimula na tayong magkaroon ng diagnosis kung ano yung mga learners natin. Of course, through beginning of school year assessments. And even other behaviors in class, diba? We already start writing sa anecdotal records nila. Para when we design our plan, our lesson plans sa first week ng instructional block, alam na natin how to design the activities suited for these learners. Kasi nagkaroon tayo ng isang week na observation na parang assessment, initial assessment kung anong klaseng learners meron tayo sa class. For day 3, you will have the assessments again, social-emotional check, and reinforcement of classroom routines. Day 4, getting to know you activities, mandatory health assessments, introduction to structured learning, orientation and classroom responsibilities, and orientation for beginners. Review and reinforcement of classroom routines, mini lessons, goal setting, and community building for day 5. Okay, this is just a sample nito. Of course, incorporate your own activities na meron kayo sa schools ninyo. Baka meron kayong mga contextualized na activities or si teacher. Meron siyang mga activities during the first week, pwede po yan. Ako nga, I suggest na yung physical check or it's mandatory health assessment. If we can have that on day 2 na agad, or even day 1, pwede na mandatory health assessment. It's up to you kung paano nyo i-arrange yung mga activities. Anyway, this is just a suggested list of activities and these are not prescriptive din naman po. Okay?
Kasagaran mo magkanang assessment na before man sa
So for
before sa first
instructional block, structured and protected instructional block shall be implemented in all schools to ensure the effective delivery of curriculum standards and maximization of uninterrupted instructional time supported by appropriate assessment practices. Our program remediation sessions shall be systematically scheduled within the instructional block to strengthen learning recovery, address gaps in foundational skills, and promote usable and improved learning outcomes. School-based co-curricular activities is be conducted only after class hours during the instructional book. At the division or regional level, such activities should be scheduled alongside or immediately after the CAL program sessions. Okay, I hope that is clear. So I am now showing you sample schedule for instructional block for Key Stage 1. So we have here homeroom guidance program, and then GMRC, Filipino 5 days, okay, and as you can see here po, yung our program is scheduled at 1 p.m. Yeah, for 2 days. Adult program Tuesday and adult program on Thursday. So that's for Key Stage 1, that's the sample schedule. Give me 10 minutes, let me take a break.
Ayaw siya upuan. Alas 8 kaya siya kay kuhan man na. Sa katumalang session. Hindi na pwede kay maabot ni 12:50. Kasi ayaw.
Okay, for our participants who are not seeking the presentation, kindly check with your IDs, baka may problema po sa network name. Okay? Kasi po for the other participants naman, okay naman po yung feedback nila. Sige, let me continue po with my next example. For Key Stage 2, so this is a sample schedule for the instructional block for Key Stage 2. Adult program is again scheduled at 3 to 4 p.m. Okay. So you have here GMRC, Filipino, English, Filipino. So the time allotment is 60 minutes for the subjects. So if you notice po, yung ginamit ko sa schedule or ginamit sa sample na to ay 60-minute time allotment. So please, baka po ma-confuse kayo. Again, balikan lang po natin yung dito 12, lapit natin 4 po na, mayroon tayong options. Pwedeng 50, 55, 60, 15 minutes. Or pwede naman po 45 minutes provided na dapat yung all learning areas are recited for 5 days. Okay. So we move to our sample schedule for the instructional block for Key Stage 3. Notice po, andito pa rin si adult program. If meron po kayo ng remediation program, lalagay po ninyo dito. After the adult program or isasabay sa adult program. Anyway, may vacant naman dito. The adult program, pwede kong implement for 2 days, pwede implement for 4 days. It's up to you. Okay, we are only showing you a sample. Baka na naman po mag-video sa inyo yung sample. This is just a sample. At another program, 2 to 4 days. Okay, nag-check-in assessment sa 5th day. Check-in assessment sa 5th day. So, adult program, pwede po siyang 2 to 4 days. And then, pwede rin po may sama dito yung mga intervention programs na mayroon yung schools dito. And then, yung instructional block for Key Stage 4, sample class program. Yeah. Also, baka may magtanong, sir, required sa kami 7 o'clock. Right? Ang classes nila kasi yun ang nasa sample. Again, sample lang po yan, ha? Baka kasi nasa ang context ng sample ng DepEd Central Office ay sa Maynila, may shifting of classes. Kaya yung start ng classes nila 7 a.m. Pero in your context po, of course, it has to be different. Okay? Sample lang po yan. You may have your schedule, you may have your class begin at 7:30, 8 o'clock, it's up to you. Sample lang po ito, ha? Oh, may question na si Ma'am Annalyn. Sige, Ma'am Annalyn. Since you're the first one to raise a question, I'll entertain one question po. Pero for the others, please use our chat box. Sige, Ma'am Annalyn, what's your question? Ma'am Annalyn Condos, Maconas. For the other side, please utilize our chat box. Thank you. Here is, this is for instructional block key stage 2. Here's an example po for instructional block for multi-grade program, grades 1 and 2. So, ito po yung sample. Notice po na incorporated pa rin sa Arrow program sa multi-grade program. Again, use our chat box for your questions. Si Ma'am Annalyn ng instruction kanina. Okay, this is for multi-grade program grades 1 and 2. And then, as a sample class schedule for multi-grade program for grades 3 and 4. Ito po yung sample. And for multi-grade program for grades 5 and 6. Okay, so these are our sample schedules po. And this time we are ready to accommodate your questions. And sorry, before that, Sir Rafi will give you some reminders. Sir Rafi, for the ESF set event naman. Okay, sige. Nag-send up pala si Sir Rafi ng mga reminders niya. As for the electronic SF7 po, planning and research section will issue a separate memorandum for the deadline of submission, probably po last week of June or early part ng July. And also for the request for special order for ancillary tax. So again, there will be a separate issuance po from the division office relevant to submission of SF7 and requests for special orders. Also, you will be required to submit e-copies of class programs and teachers programs duly signed by SDS if you will be asking for an overload payment. Yung RRE should be approved by the division office na this year. Last year po nag-allow kami ng district, pero this year, yung division office po requires ng SDO approved intervention programs. And there will be monitoring and evaluation of these intervention programs. Okay? Yes, there will be physical or on-site validation of the class programs and teacher programs and the approved RREs. Okay? So, ito po yung mga reminders natin from the planning and research section. So, thank you so much. This time, we will be reading our chat box to answer some of your questions. So again po, utilize our chat box if you have questions. I'm checking here if we have one. Most of these messages are greetings. Paano po ang teaching load ng MP na designate po as department head din po? So, si master teacher assigned as department head din. So, same din po. Yung master teacher natin should be given the full teaching load kasi po sa DO5 Series 2024, wala pong provision na may additional teaching load yung pagiging department head. Or if you're designated as the department head, wala po siyang provision na magiging additional teaching load siya. Okay? So, yung function po ni master teacher as a department head is already functioning as a master teacher kasi that's required of them to provide mentoring, coaching, support sa mga teachers. Pareho lang naman. Ng Jacqueline. So, master teacher, kapag may teaching load, at the same time, functioning as a department head, functioning as a department head who provides yun for the functions like a master teacher ka rin. Okay? So, wala pa ako nakikitang difference ko. Okay lang po yun. And then next, how about po sa kindergarten class program? Same thing pa rin po yung kindergarten class program natin sa Carman. Wala naman pong changes dun sa kindergarten class program. And we still follow the blocks of time sa kindergarten class. Ganun pa rin po. How about po master teachers? Parang nakakarami na to. How about po master teachers serving as grade level chairman with administrative function aside from instructional supervision in a large school? What is the maximum allowable teaching loads for them? For this concern po, school head, please review po DO5 Series of 2024. Discuss it with your master teachers and the concerned personnel. Okay? Kasi parang marami akong nakikita questions about this one. Please, let us review DO5 Series of 2024 kasi andun naman po yung mga provisions for master teachers, for department heads, for teaching related assignments, andun po. So, please consider that. Okay? Okay, next question. Oh, okay. Same pa rin po. Parang sa master teachers pa rin. May aral po sa senior high school kahit wala pong training. Sa Ronald, yes, may aral po ang senior high school since last year. Dapat po si tutor ay nag-train sa district or sa inyong special school. Okay? Hindi po pwede na si tutor ay hindi nakapag-undergo ng training sa Ronald. Please, check with your district head. Okay? Kung sino yung pwede na magbigay ng technical assistance sa Aral Tutors po ninyo. How about the time allotted for about the time allotted? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. This is for senior high school, not junior high school. Yes po. Wala pa po tayong aral for senior high school. Only for junior high school po. I'm sorry about that. Sorry, Sir Ronald. I thought this is junior high school. Pero make sure po na yung aral tutors natin ay trained to handle the aral program. How about the time allotted for lunch break? Dapat po bang for Lunch break? Dapat po bang 14 minutes? Balikan po natin yung principle na balancing the wellness of our learners while ensuring the quality instructional time. Huwag po natin i-compromise ang wellness ng mga bata 14 minutes na lunch time. Please.
40 minutes.
Ma'am Jonalyn, for kindergarten, we have the kindergarten blocks of time po. Same pa rin po. Yes, I will be sharing po my slides. I'll be sharing it. If you are already subscribed to our CID page, Facebook CID page, doon po ipopost yung materials natin. Just make sure po na naka-slides na naka-subscribe po kayo. Okay. For kindergarten po, Ma'am Vilma, we have the kindergarten blocks of time po. Yung parang. Sir, are the students allowed to go home if they don't have any more classes, even if it's just 2 p.m.? Or they will wait until 4 p.m.? 2 p.m. sir, wala ba kayong aral program? Or, kasi parang too early ang 2 p.m. sir. Sir Jason, wala ba kayong intervention program? Literacy intervention, numeracy intervention program yung binibigay sa mga bata? O for senior high school?
Senior high school, sir.
Oh, Sir Jason, okay. For senior high school. Okay. Actually, if talagang decided na lahat ng classes, sir, yes, we may dismiss them, okay lang po. Pero you can actually devise parang, or we can develop an activity na worthwhile for these learners. Kasi sayang naman yung time, diba? If you can give them revision, remedial classes, enhancement classes. Sige, si Ma'am Grace will answer your question.
Okay, sir, regarding po mo, yung learners sabi ko to EM, I hope you're going to look into our schedule doon sa block o na remediation block after the instructional block, diba? Yung may mga end of term po siya. Now, notice that there are activities accounted for every end of term. Like, end of term after the instructional block ng first term. So, dyan po nila yung division contest. So that we are also deciding that the school-based competition, the district-based competition will happen during the instructional block, utilizing yung process, sabi ko sir, wala na ginagawa ang mga learners. So, pwede dukoy po ninyo ikaw-conduct po yung mga school-based na mag-contest ninyo. Kasi after, yun ang ano natin, after the first end of term, ng first term 1, mag-start na po ang division contest. So, hindi po pwede pagsaban yung mga school level contest, yung district level contest, sa time po ng remediation o enhancement block after the first term block. Rex, diba? Yun ang concern natin kung kailan ba magkakaroon ng contest doon sa schools. So, aside from ini-integrate nun yung ibang very clear yung discussion tayo ng Mr. Rex that for celebrations, we can integrate celebrations in the learning area. So, like nutrition month, can be integrated po yung activities during sa klase po with health sa activity classes po. So, the answer is yes. Pwede na natin business na mga bata. But then, you really need to plan. Doon po sa school, ano ba ang mga activities there might be mentoring and coaching what will happen. So that yung mga potential na mga bata nyo for sports development, for or ano na mga activities natin, curricular activities. Pwede sa mga time na yun sila so that ma-maximize po natin during sa mga break camp time na mga schools po natin. So, as po ito, we need to look into that. Paano nyo ba ma-maximize? So, ang time no, na pwede nyo pang magamit. But then for those learners na pwede sila kasali na mga pinag-mentor ninyo, hindi sila basta kasali sa mga remedial, ng aral o kaya remedial, pwede silang i-dismiss. Okay? But then take note ha, the class program shall be known to the parents. Pag alam ng mga parents na sa mga time na yun, off na yun, kaso yung anak nila ay may kakasali sa aral, kasali sa remediation programs, or kasali ng mga activity. Dapat alam ng mga parents. Okay? So, you can just give us. So, you can just plan your school. Ang importante, walang instructional times, walang instructional times,
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Mr. Gracie. That's clear. Here's another question. Piloso ba si po ba same ba last time na nag-edit niyo sa October 800? Yes po. We will be using the same level. Yung tanong ko yung gagamitin natin.
So, ano lang na, prepared by Ms. Miguel, recommending approval ng SDS, and approve ng SDS. Okay, kasi mag-initial ako sa education from supervisor in charge of the area.
Okay, so I hope that also answers the question of pinangakuan. Pabundo sa header, tutulong, signatories, yun pa rin po. So the name of the intervention program is stipulated, pwede po. Yan pa rin po yung instruction natin. So, yung isipin nyo sa class program kung ano yung title ng project. Okay, ma'am, for this question, Ma'am LB, if allowed ba the teachers doing 2 hours? Kumbaga, ito yung 6 hours actual teaching and then 2 hours related class. If allowed ba the teachers outside school campus, can be referred po to DO5 series of 2024. And meron po doon yung mga considerations po. Okay? Please review the O5 series of 2024. 24 po for that. Okay, let them check in po sa next question. Yung template po ba sa last time, yung pa rin po, Sir Joseph? Next question. Para mag-release lang po. Remediation po is applicable to all subject areas. This is a question. Yes po, sir. Sir Jonas. Yes po. You can have remediation for all subject areas. Yes po, yung slides po will be posted po sa Facebook CID page po. Okay. Here's the question po from Mayhan. Sir, need po ba na everyday ang flag ceremony or only in one days na lang? Though silent naman siya sa mga bell issuances para wala tayong specific na guidelines or provision for this. And then each school mayroon din sila mga practices kung paano kinakandang yung flag ceremony nila. Now, if you wish to have it every day, pwede din naman po. Pero yung parang all learners are gathering around, you can have it on Monday na lang, and then for Tuesday and Friday, classroom, sa loob nila. Hello, yung panahon ngayon, that's all for learners na parang na pwede din naman tayo mga conduct ng flowers sacrifices. Okay? Tawag po. Okay. Basta lang sa Narito. Kailangan po ba gumawa ng TP and CP? Salamat po. Tulungan din naman. Hindi na, nakabagay yung TV mo. So, tulungan nila po ng school head ng INCO na gawa ng teachers program si Ma'am. Okay? Kasi, baka bagong pa na si teacher at papuntahin yung kaagam sa mga naman po. Dapat din naman, hinala. Oo, natulungan din si head.
Okay, so for the one who raising that question, I just would like to have this for the students. The preparation of the teachers and the classroom is the main role of the student. So, in the planning, para maano talaga na fair yung distribution, of course, it must be the student. Among teachers who will be deliberating, magkaroon po ng deliberation on the well-being of teachers. But then, it doesn't mean that it's the teacher who will be prepared. Kasi, ano yan pa iba-iba, diba? So, school head really to and probably the school head can ask the help of the AO. I think you mean in coding of the teacher's program. Dapat isa lang po ang mag-encode. No? Hindi po bawat teacher encode. Dapat may committee po kayo na mag-encode doon sa loading ng mga teachers. Probably the AO2 can help you on that. But let the AO2 think or plan for the load of the teachers. Okay, so it's the main responsibility. It's the main KRA of the school building. Knowing sa kanyang mga resources. Sino po ang nabigyan ng mga loans with the deliberation of the teachers. Okay, so pag may teacher po na mag-activate, hindi naman pwede, hintayin natin si teacher babalik sa school. So lahat gawa na so that you can submit the classified teachers program for approval Lola ESES at ibabalik sa inyo before opening up classes. So, yan po ang ating goal, no, na before opening up classes, meron na po kayong classified teachers program sa inyo. So, yun po. So, tinunan po ito tinunan po ito.
Thank you, Ma'am Grace. Next question, our private school has the enhancement program. Can that be considered as our please remember po ba, we have a structured implementation of our program. May sinusunod po tayong competencies, may sinusunod po tayong guide, learning resources for the implementation of ARAD. So yun po yung gagamitin natin, hindi po yung sa from a private school. Kahit ano po, maganda yung material, pero sundan po natin yung competencies ng ARAD. We can use these materials from private schools po as a supplement sa implementation natin ng ARAD. Okay? Pero yung sequence ng mga activities, competencies to be developed, structured po siya sa implementation ng ARAD. Pwede yung gumamit tayo sa private school ng mga learning resources nila as a supplement sa materials natin.
Ikaw na yung gamit. Andun siya rin.
Okay, next question.
Sayang eh, pero ikaw mo gamit. Kung na-teacher na gusto,
I guess, pareho pa rin yung questions na lumalabas ng Grace about sa template. Nasagutan na natin. Same lang last year.
Wala man kilisan, ma'am.
Okay. Ito po tayo mga Rochelle. Kapag textbook school po, double period pa rin ba ang class 9 sa major subject nila? Wala po tayong changes ha? Sa time allocation ng mga textbook schools or sa mga special curricular programs. So, ganun pa rin po yung time allotment natin for that. For those who are asking po of sample class programs ng multi-grade na naipakita ko kanina, I will be posting po the entire presentation sa CID Facebook page. So make sure po na nakasubscribe kayo doon. How about if meron kami RRT but the teachers will not claim for the overload pay? Do we still need po for the approval of the division? If wala namang claims, okay lang po na district approval natin yung RRT ninyo. Oo. Pero kung baka naman, school head ha, baka naman po na ma-overload si teacher at hindi nyo bigyan ng overload pay na just because ayaw nyo mag-submit sa division. Huwag po ha, bigyan po natin ng justice yung effort ni teacher. Okay? Pero kung hindi naman mag-overload, parang just on top of the teaching load, okay po. That's your prerogative. Pero kung mag-overload na si teacher, please submit sa divisional. That is for approval. Sir Philip, I already advised you po to see the planning office, the accounting, for your concern. Hindi po siya sa ordinance po namin dito. For a kindergarten teacher, handling 2 classes is the class advising. Okay. Ma'am Ivy, this is a very good question kasi for kindergarten na nag-teach ng class sa morning, first class sa morning and then another class in the afternoon. So, parang may mga hulog na 2 class advising duties yung teacher. Tama po Ma'am Grace. So, these 2 class advising duties will both be considered as teaching loads. Tama po Ma'am? Okay.
Hindi po sila, i-consider po yan 16 minutes.
Okay. Ma'am Ivy, so balikan po natin yung provision sa DO 12, 2024, na yung teacher is only entitled to 16 minutes class and writing duty. Parang yun yung nakalagay doon. So, kahit mayroong dalawang kindergarten classes, si teacher, he or she is only entitled to the 16-minute na class advising duties. Oo. Parang yun yung nakapistipulate doon. I hope that is clear po. Bye-bye. Ma'am Jessica, question niya, does it really mean for a master teacher to have advisory class? Hindi ko po sinabi yung tama. Hindi ko po sinabi requirements for master teachers to have an advisory class. Okay? Yung master teachers po naman, kahit hindi po advisory class yung ihalong. Kahit subject teacher po siya, okay lang. Hindi po requirement na maging advisor, class advisor si master teacher.
Huwag mo na lang tapit to sa inyo.
Okay lang po ba na mag 2 hours or more than pa ang auxiliary class sa isang araw? Salamat po. Bakit mo kung muna 2 hours yung auxiliary class ni teacher? Bakit po nangyayari yun? Dahil ba sumobra yung teaching load niya? Kasi kung sumobra yung teaching load niya, then dapat mag-apply si teacher ng overload payment. Okay? So, for may ibang reason, bakit nag 2 hours yung auxiliary class? Balikan po natin ha, yung mga auxiliary class na na-allow na ibigay kay teachers, and doon po, nag-discuss ko po kanina. If you still remember po dun sa presentation, ano po yung mga auxiliary class na ang ibigay kay teacher? You have the curriculum planning, curriculum delivery, assessment of learners' progress, and homeroom guidance and management. So, saan po yung sumobra si teacher? Okay?
Kung sa undo ko lang mainani ni siya. Ako, pwede mo na ipag-minimize.
Sige, sa Binigang Central School, same template po, gagamitin. Suggestion, soft copy, sample class and teachers program. Noted po. Good morning, sir. In our approved school, we have 6 approved academic electives for senior high school. Are we allowed to offer 2 electives per term? In the previous virtual orientation, it was mentioned that 1 elective per term only, as the sample template shows 1 elective per term only. Please enlighten the poster.
Okay po, so kanina pinasagot ang profile ng senior high, but they do not have separate, may separate tayo ng virtual meeting ngayon hapon relative to the class programming for the senior high. So, separate po yan kasi medyo yung sa senior high mo with the tech room and the academic. So, mamayang hapon po, 1 o'clock po ang virtual orientation ninyo with the presence of the regional supervisor and everything, somebody from the central office. So, I hope you are going to raise your queries, your concerns. So, it's your job.
Yes. Yes. So Sir Jerry is actually having another meeting, pero this answer will be discussed for later sa virtual meeting. Thank you. From San Miguel National High School, allowed po ang 2 hours of subject per day. You are being considered, di ba kanina na-discuss ko na yung schools natin, pwede silang mag-arrange ng class schedules nila for their teachers or for their learners, provided po nasusundan natin yung na-discuss mong considerations, yung number of minutes for the core subjects and number of minutes for the other learning areas. Yun lang naman po. You are given that freedom. Are the students allowed to go home? Parang tapos na pa kami naman. Okay. Sa case mo namin, wala pang new teacher na mag-handle ng grade 5. For the meantime, si SST lang muna ang mag-handle. Yung teachers for the balik. Again, na-discuss na po ito kanina, ni Ma'am Grace, dapat po yung paggawa ng class program, teachers program, dapat po ang nag-lead ay si school head. Okay? So, ano po yun? Again, so I hope po narinig niyo yung response ng Grace tungkol dito. Pwede po bang sample program ang i-follow 60 minutes per day? Pwede po, mag-address. Pwede po yung 60 minutes. Kung magkakag-stand-alone senior high school, paano ko i-divide ang subjects nila into 3 terms? You will have your virtual orientation po later. Make sure po na makapag-attend kayo. Guidelines ng overload pay, DO5 series of 2024 po, please check that issuance. Ma'am Eliza, pwede po bang Sir Rex, pwede po bang 45 minutes lang per day yung class advising? Again, yung ano naman po natin, yung dapat issuance natin, DO12, you are allowed, we are given the flexibility to design our class programs and teachers program. Kung talagang may kulang ng resources natin, at yun talaga yung pinaka-appropriate or suited sa contract ninyo, yes po. Pwede po yung consider.
Okay, so hindi po. It's very low sa DO5 po natin. Pag class advisor, it's 60 million to 150 being class advisor. Being class advisor is hindi naman po ninyo ipapasok po sa classroom sa teacher's program. Malalaman yun na teacher advisor siya kasi sa itaas nakalagay doon ang advisor, diba? Kung grade, grade 2, section Rizal, advisor. So yun po, naman nyo na sa teacher. Pag advisor sa teacher, you come, na automatic, may 60 minutes na teaching yung siya per day. Para po ba tayo? And those are the advisor, kasama na yung SGP. So, hindi nyo ika-count si SGP doon sa total number of time allotment kasi kasali na siya sa counting being a class advisor. So, yung ika-count nila, yung time allotment, the English, Math, Science, GMRC, EPP, MAPI, Filipino, parang ganun nila. Hindi nyo ika-count ang SGP. Counted sa yung ating mga PIP, yung ating mga remedial activities, remedial programs na. Okay? So, automatic yan ha. So plus advice sa ilang 20 minutes, walang 15 minutes. Kasaan po sa order natin ay 1 hour teaching. Consider this 1 hour teaching.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Grace. Nawala ko doon sa question. I was referring to the learning areas, to the core subjects and other learning areas. Pero I hope that is clear. Ha? Na yung class of writing natin is 60 minutes po na po in a day. Okay? Thank you. Ma'am Ivy, if yun po ang reflected sa teacher's program na overload talaga sa kindergarten teacher. Yun yung overload payment for the teacher. Wala lang po para sa school head, ha? Para sa teacher lang. Good morning, Sir Rex. In case approved ang intervention program and overload sa teaching, separate po ba ang computation? In case approved ang intervention program and overload sa teaching, pwede pa i-clear po ng question, Ma'am Jereza. Ano po yung separate? Pero yung sinusunod po natin computation po sa overload payment po is yung nasa DO5 2024. Nandun po yung calculation. So po ba na kapag successful po kayo sa school, hindi na po kayo makapag-claim ng overload, please consult the appropriate unit or section po for that question. For senior high school, definitely po, magkakaiba-iba kayo ng class program teachers program for every term. Kasi every term, magkakaroon kayo ng iba't ibang subjects. Mga 15 na. Okay? So, it also means na makakatatlong beses kayo papagkadma sa SBO ng inyong mga class programs o teachers program. So, for now, unahin niyo po muna yung para sa first term. First term po muna yung isasubmit ninyo. Okay? I hope that is clear, Mama Tina. Thank you. Okay, another question. Yes po, incorporated po ang homeroom guidance doon sa class advising po. Ma'am Leia. I guess na-clarify po yan mga employees. Na yung class advising po is not a separate incorporated siya doon sa class advising duties. So, ibig sabihin, in a day, either mag-homeroom guidance ka or class advising ka for 60 minutes. Anyway, once a week lang siya. And then, the rest of the 4 days, class advising duties ka na. So, class advising, homeroom guidance, lahat yan ay mag-total ng 5 hours in a week. Okay? Thank you. Yan, parang all questions have been addressed. Ma'am Joy State, please check for the O5 series of 2024. What about EPP po for K stage 2? Since 3 terms po ang ICT and there are 3 other components, paano po yun? So dapat na nakapag-decide na po ang school ninyo kung ano yung mga components na ika-cover ninyo for EPP. And then mag-decide na po siya sa class program ninyo. Okay? So, EPP, and then specify po ninyo kung ano yung mga components na ika-cover for EPP. Okay? Magkaiba po kasi yun sa senior high school. Kasi po yung senior high school talaga, another set of learning areas yung kina-cover for the entire term. yung sa inyo po, yung concern po ninyo, one subject lang, which is still under APP. Okay? Yung component lang yung naiiba. You will actually use general term na lang in your class program or teacher's program, yung APP as the subject. Para hindi na kayo mag-ulit ng class program for every term dahil nagbago lang kayo ng focus na component. For Abuyog West, yung question po kasi ninyo, no? I will sample sa stage ng PT for stage 1, meron na po science, apply na po ba ito for grade 1 and 2? Math is consider po the grade 3. May science na po ang grade 3 at yung pinakitang sample kanina ito is for grade 3 na stage 1 din naman po ang grade 3, di ba? For grade 2, yung pa rin naman yung susundan natin yung curriculum. Nag-iba lang tayo ng, parang nag-reduce lang tayo ng quarters. From 4 quarters, we make it 3 quarters. Pero yung curriculum po natin, ganun pa rin naman po. Yung mga learning areas natin, same pa rin naman po. Tumang daily class na. Again po ma'am, daily, depende po yan sa context ng school. Yung naging answer po kasi kanila ni Ma'am Grace kasi referring to the school na mayroong early dismissal. Kung hindi po possible yun sa school ninyo, it's okay po. Kasi sabi nga po ninyo dito, you dismiss your classes at 4 p.m. Okay?
Okay, so relative to question on natin ang competencies from 4 quarters to 3 terms. I hope nasundan niyo po, di ba? Yung orientation na pinapanood ng taga-SIPO sa atin na si-made for the PSS and the students and May 5 sa lahat ng mga teachers. And may sinishare ko ako doon sa CID managers and sinishare ko today has something to do with the link kung saan nandun po ang guide to focus on place, budget reports, what teachers and sustainable use. I hope SBSS i-forward niyo po sa mga lahat ng mga students para guide din sila makakabili nila na ano ito, hindi nila nakuha ito during the orientation, no? Please forward to them. Kasi nandun yung mga budget of work, nandun na, naka-3 term na yung mga competencies natin, learning areas per grade level po. Para yun nakasundan, makikita, ma-review natin no, ang budget of competencies. Nandyan po, please, paki-forward sa mga students sa mga kasamahan ko kapatid sa PSDSS. Okay, so, tingnan nyo na di na talaga no, yung resource po.
Thank you, Ma'am Grace. And also, if you are subscribed po sa ating Facebook page, sa CID Facebook page, na-post na rin po doon yung link for our budget of work for all learning areas. So, dapat po napag-usapan na ninyo yan in your lab session siguro or in your meetings with the teachers. At dapat na-share na rin po lahat sa lahat. Okay? So now, may iba pa mga questions pa. So we schedule the checking. Get validated. Kasi you were checking some other programs and teachers programs. May question pa?
I'll be discussing with Dr. Pihander with others. Hindi ko na-apply din which churches kasi involved from grades 4 to 6. Sa ng BRAS program for this station. Ay, na-announce nila ba natin doon? Fitness. Meron na pong science.
Yes, ma'am. Na-answer ko na to kanina. Yung sample is for grade 3. Wala pong changes sa subject offerings natin. Yung terms lang. From 4 quarters to grade 3. Kalabihan South District still waiting. Still watching.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kalabihan South District.
So, can you proceed with the
I have this question lang from Jacqueline. Hindi po HT ang item, sir, pero department head designate, paano po ang teaching load? Magpapalo po ba sa teaching load ng department head? Ang first question ko dyan is if yung special order is issued by the division for the FPC. Kasi kung school issued lang yung SO po, dapat mag-follow po tayo ng teaching load ng teacher na lahat. Okay. So, natuloy mo para schedule for the checking.
May pasits sa Michelle. Sa iwahan ng isang teacher ay makandang ng dalawang oral classes like isang grade 7 at isang grade 10. Naman, di ba? Pag wala na ba talagang makapag-handle ng aral? Kasi teacher ay tayo.
Straight teaching siya. Magpiling siya. Hindi naman ikupan. Friday. Kanina magandang 4 days. So, magpiling siya. Straight teaching ka. Straight teaching ka. Kaya hindi naman mantay ka daylight. Hanggang na presentation. Habang mag-aral ka hindi.
Your?
Hindi naman. Sila maging buwan na siya. Ito ang may researchers. Basta ang 4 subjects, 5 days student. At ikahas online so ang GMRC na hindi na natin sa online which kaya ang SGP na ito pwede lang muna ang isang mga bago ng subjects. Wala na. Pwede na